kidney stones can definitely be impacted by you are an oxalate stone producer, then you would want to keep your levels below. Also remember is that
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I'm naturopathic Dr. Fiona Chin, co-founder of the Kidney Disease Solution and head formulator at Kaigenesis, our nutritional range of supplements that go with our Kidney Disease Solution program. And I'm joined again today by the amazing Lindsey Zerker. So we thought today we would dive into the world of vitamins and which ones are super important when it comes to kidney disease. So shall I just hand it across to you and you can take the floor with all things vitamins and kidney disease?
Sure. Feel free to ask any other questions or remind me of things that we want to talk about. I think one of the big questions when it comes to vitamins and kidney disease is, people are always asking, like, which ones should I take? Is it okay if I'm taking this much? And I think there's a lot of concern because a lot of the vitamin supplements, they have like how much of the RDA or the DRI or whatever that they're meaning. It's like these gigantic percentages and people are like, is that making extra work for my kidneys to have to filter all that out? And, why do they keep putting this much stuff in here? Should I only take this vitamin like once a week now? Like it gets pretty confusing. A really good example for this is vitamin C. Vitamin C is a really, really popular supplement, right? And for people who have kidney disease, vitamin C is a pretty hot topic. And so we have done a lot of looking into that and figuring out like where, our stance is. So there are some reasons why it's reasonable to not have a high intake of vitamin C. If you have any kidney related issues, one of the most common ones people hear about is kidney stones. And so the kidney stones can definitely be impacted by vitamin C. I'm pulling up a couple of my notes here. So the research found that people who had vitamin C in doses of greater than 500 milligrams a day, that would increase their oxalate levels. So if you are an oxalate stone producer, then you would want to keep your levels below 500. And they also said that if you have vitamin C intakes of greater than 1,000 milligrams a day, then that in general, that's just going to increase your risk of kidney stones. So, but I think the thing to also remember is that vitamin C, just because you take that vitamin C pill or that, emergency drink with it in there, that doesn't mean you're going to absorb all of it. And most of the time, people are only going to be absorbing a maximum of like 100 milligrams at a time. And so there are times when your body may have a higher need for vitamin C, like if you got exposed to a cold or a flu virus or things like that, where your body is going to need some extra immune support. And taking a little bit higher dose for that short period of time is not going to all of a sudden, now here comes a kidney stone because of that. So it's going to be consistent, really high doses and probably in doses throughout the day because of the absorption issue. And for people on dialysis, that recommendation of not having a lot of vitamin C seems to carry through because of a lot of, unusual ideas. But in the beginning, dialysis didn't remove oxalate very well. And so it was a concern. But now dialysis does remove oxalate pretty well. And the interesting thing, and this is what I kind of wish the guidelines had at least mentioned, that the studies show that dialysis does remove vitamin C. It's varying amounts, whether you're on peritoneal or hemo, but up to 90 milligrams per dialysis treatment. And when you look at the data for how much vitamin C people actually eat in a day, it is usually less. And so people are going to be in a fairly consistent vitamin C deficit if they're on dialysis and really limiting their vitamin C. So I don't think the RDA is adequate because the RDA is, going to be essentially removed from dialysis. So you have to make up for that. For people who don't have a risk for kidney stone and people who aren't on dialysis, it is really likely that anyone who's in a consistent inflammatory state, if you have an H. pylori infection, if you are healing tissue, repairing tissue, vitamin C, along with other nutrients, is pretty critical to have on board. So don't go wild with it. Don't be having these mega doses of vitamin C, but work to get, good amounts from your diet. I think 100 milligrams a day, like just on average, is not an unreasonable amount. But it's really helpful to talk with a healthcare professional to see, are there reasons that I should be lower, or do I need a higher amount? And there are some types of testing that maybe we can talk about at the end that can help you get a little bit more precise number. So vitamin C is the big one in kidney. So I think the takeaway from that is, don't be super afraid of it, but don't be taking mega doses, mainly because it doesn't do much. You're not going to absorb it.
If you want to know more information about what we do, you can head to www.kidneycoach.com. You will find our shop there. We've got renal supplements and herbs there as well. Make sure you hit subscribe and like. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a new video. And if there's any content that you want Lindsey and I to talk about, or anyone else, make sure you drop it in the comments below and let us know, and we'll make sure we do that. Lindsey, thanks again for your time. As always, I always appreciate that amazing brain of yours. And thanks for being part of our team and community, everybody. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Thanks, Lindsey.
Thanks, everyone.